I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time.
What it is, it's your boy X's Best back with another YouTube video here. This time, yes, indeed, it is Madden 19. Madden 19 is out now. Let me tell you, it is an amazing game so far. I think personally, it's going to be one of the better Maddens of all time. The movement is a lot better, defense plays a lot better, offense is a lot harder to do stuff. You actually have to play football now to be successful in the game. But we're back with another franchise mode here. This time I will be the Indianapolis Colts. Sorry to spoil that, but I will be the Indianapolis Colts, trying to make a rebuild with Andrew Luck coming back this year. Don't have a lot of parts on either side of the football, but we should make it work in upcoming years. So hopefully we could maybe make a push for the playoffs now with Andrew Luck, but you guys will have to stick with me this entire season to find out. And honestly, what other owner would be better than Reggie White? Long time great in Indianapolis, back when Peyton Manning was there. Who else is better to take the job? The franchise is dying a little bit, so need to revamp it, starting with the owner. And I'm sorry, I said Reggie White. It's Reggie Wayne. Who else is better to do it other than that wide receiver Reggie Wayne? And as you guys can see, the title screen, everything else is a lot different. You as a coach or owner are actually inside your coaching room during like waiting for games or something, which I think is a really big installment. As you guys could see a little bit, the progression screen's a lot different. There's no like XP anymore. There's like development traits, which I think are really good because it's a lot harder to get someone up overall wise, and they have to fit your scheme in order for them to excel. People that fit your scheme will actually get XP bonuses, or not XP bonuses, but stuff like that. And the stronger or the more they fit your scheme, the better they'll perform on the field. So I think personally that's a really big installment, and I think it's really good that they did that. I think that's enough for the pregame though. So let's hop into week 1 when the Indianapolis Colts play the Cincinnati Bengals. Hopefully we can get a dub for the boys in Indy, because we know we need it this year.
Better luck this time. Hey, it's the Coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Colts fans get the return of their franchise quarterback, Andrew Luck, after a year away, as they'll face off against a team that was shut out in their opener a season ago, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back at halftime with a look at games in progress. But first, we get it up to Indy. Standing by our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet.
And we're back to kick off the 2018 season here in Indianapolis, week 1 against the Bengals. Andy Dalton, the play action fake, first play of the game, going deep for AJ Green, his big shot, intercepted by Indianapolis on the first play of the game. Quincy Wilson gets his first on the season. That's a good way to start for this Indianapolis defense who struggled last year. 2nd and 3 now for Andrew Luck, who's recently back after a huge injury last year. Finds a man wide open over the middle, and that's going to keep the drive alive. Onto another 2nd and 7 now, this time from midfield, looking for Rodgers. Rodgers has a seam down the sideline, gets smacked, but down at the 24, and Indianapolis is in business, almost in the red zone. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Now Grant in motion. Andrew Luck play action fake. Looking back for Grant on the wheel route, and Grant gets hit hard by Perfect and fumbles the ball, so that's going to stop the drive. Fontez Burfict with a big hit. That's something that he's known to do. 3rd and 13 now for Andy Dalton. Finds AJ Green, takes a hit and holds on, and that's going to keep the drive alive. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. 25-yard reception for AJ Green, his first of the season. 1st and 10 now for Andy Dalton. Another play action fake. Blitz picked up perfectly. Going deep. Got Brandon LaFell. What a throw. What a catch. And now Cincinnati's down to the 13. That's going to be 3rd and 12 now for the Bengals. Dalton in the shotgun, dropping back, and he's going to be sacked by Jabal Sheard, his first of the season, and I'm looking to have a great season with him. Cincinnati, all they could get out of that drive was obviously a field goal now. Andrew Luck now, 13 seconds left, gonna hand it to Mack. Mack with a juke move, can't juke the safety, but it's a good move. Gain of 13, onto a 2nd and 10 now. Drag route to Grant, and Grant has room. He should get out of bounds. Didn't get out of bounds because last time he fumbled. But Andrew Luck right now, 5 for 6, 80 yards. Not a bad game so far. Gonna hand it to Mack on the inside zone, and Mack gets hit hard, but gets the first down. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Pretty good running so far for him. He's not the best running back, but I'm looking to have a decent year with him. Andy Dalton 5 wide now. Finds Tyler Eifert, gets hit hard but holds on, and that's going to be a first down. Nothing doing for that Cincinnati drive, so on to the Colts' next possession. Play action for Andrew Luck, going deep. Finds Grant once again. How was that not intercepted? But the Colts will take advantage of that. That'll be a first down for Andrew Luck and company. Next play, 1st and 10. Luck going deep for guess who? Grant, 10-5. Touchdown Indianapolis Colts. The first of the season, and Andrew Luck is back in business. Colts will be up 10-3. Next drive, 3rd and 6 for Andy Dalton, almost at halftime. Dalton drops back, blitz picked up, going deep for AJ Green, wide open in the hole of the zone. That's going to be a first down. 1:15 left and counting. Cincinnati wants to keep all 3 of their timeouts right now at the 49. 1:05 left almost now. Andy Dalton in the shotgun. Drops back over the middle to Brandon LaFell, and that's going to be a 2nd and 1. Onto another 2nd and 9 now. Same possession. Finds AJ Green. AJ Green fumbles the ball. Everyone is coughing up the ball, and the Colts pick it up this time. 32 seconds left, and Indianapolis will take over. But Indianapolis just took a knee, so I'll get you to the halftime break and see you after the halftime.
Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading up to Foxborough to check out Houston, visiting New England. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. The Texans looking for the win on the road in Week 1. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Dolphins playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Indianapolis going to have a 1st and 10 now after halftime break. Andrew Luck 5 wide, looking deep. Hit while he threw it and intercepted by Cincinnati. And this is going to be a pick 6. Andrew Luck not looking for that on his first possession in the second half. And Cincinnati will tie the game up early in the third quarter, 10-10. Next possession, hands it off to Mack this time. Not going to throw the ball wisely. And Mack gets about a 14-yard gain. and he has 7 rushes right now for 65 yards. Not a bad game so far for him. 2nd and 3 now. Mack gets the ball once again. Mack falls forward for about a gain of 8 or so. 8 rushes for 74 yards now. Right now, this Indianapolis offensive line is working. 3rd and 6 now in the red zone at the 8-yard line. Andrew Luck finds Eric Ebron, one of his favorite targets, and he's down to the 1-yard line. Doesn't get in the end zone, but does get the first down. And Andrew Luck, 201 yards so far, pretty good in his first game back. 1st and goal now. Mack gets the ball. Mack untouched into the end zone. Great blocking scheme on that inside zone run. And Mack is going to celebrate with his teammates as Indianapolis goes up 17-10 after the PAT. 2:49 left in the 3rd quarter. Next possession for the Cincinnati Bengals. Offset I. Andy Dalton play action fake. He's going to be going deep. Finds AJ Green, his favorite target, and that's going to be a first down. 2nd and 8 now. Same possession for the Bengals. Unbalanced set. Andy Dalton's going to drop back, and he's going to be sacked trying to get out of the pocket. Another sack for this Indianapolis defense, something that they missed all last year. 3rd and 15 now for the Bengals. And sacked again, this time by Jabal Sheard. Indianapolis, their defensive line is getting to the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line right now, and that's what they needed. 2nd and 20 now, pinned deep for Andrew Luck. Finds T.Y. Hilton finally. 7:15 left in the 4th quarter, and that's not going to be a first down, but makes it a lot more manageable. 3rd and 5 after a holding penalty. 3rd and 15. Andrew Luck going deep, has a man. Grant can't get both feet in, and the Colts are gonna have to punt the ball back to Cincy on their own 44. 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton looking, intercepted. Malik Hooker intercepted. Very exciting play for the Colts, and as they're not only getting sacks, but they're getting turnovers as well. 1st and 10 now from the 27. Almost 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Andrew Luck, perfect pocket, going deep, has a man. Mack, touchdown Indianapolis, and that might put the game away. As you can see, 4th and 5 now for the Cincinnati Bengals. This is their last hurrah. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. They have all 3 timeouts, however. And it's intercepted again. On the 4th and 5, that's going to do it. The Colts with another forced turnover, and that is going to end your game here in Indianapolis.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year. Week 1, you had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
It was a great game to be an Indianapolis Colts fan. Andrew Luck coming back from injury, 294 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, however, he hit while he was due. 110.4 passer rating, pretty good on 20 of 29. 68% completion percentage, that's pretty good. Hoping to get that up to 70, hopefully maybe next week. Marlon Mack, 13 for 89 and a touchdown, also a receiving touchdown as well. Ryan Grant, 6 for 125 and also a receiving touchdown. Ryan Grant looking to have a tremendous season. T.Y. Hilton only 4 for 42, but when we needed him, we got him. Darius Leonard, the middle linebacker, the rookie. 7 total tackles, 2 TFLs, a sack, and the game-clinching interception, as well as Jabal Sheard with 2 sacks this week, and Malik Hooker with an interception as well. Adam Vinatieri went 2 for 2 on field goals, and that's how we got to the 27-10 score here in Indianapolis. Great week 1 for the Colts, 1-0, beat the Bengals. That's what we want to see. And as you guys can see, this progression system's a little bit different. As you can see, instead of XP, it's skill points, like I said earlier in the video at the beginning. And with each archetype that your character or that your player is, it has a set of skills that if you spend a skill point on, it'll progress Like for example, Eric Ebron, if he gets a vertical threat skill upgrade, his deep receiving, mid receiving, all of that will go up. Catching traffic, trucking, all that, run block, all that type of stuff. And each person, their upgrades and their archetypes will fit within a scheme, and that's kind of how you want to build your team around. Like especially for a quarterback, if you see a really good quarterback in the draft, you might want to build your team around him and fix your scheme around him too, so he could be the best quarterback he could be. But other than that, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video. Expect to see a couple more videos soon. I will be going to college, so in less than a week actually, so it might slow up again. Maybe not. Don't know if I'm gonna bring my PS4 to college or not. But this should be a pretty exciting franchise for not only me but my friends as well. We have 3 other people in the league. I'll get more into that as time progresses. But if you guys like this video, please leave me a like, comment, share, subscribe. It's really a lot appreciated. But other than that, X knows best. Signing off.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.